What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today we're going to be talking about a potential trade for the Dallas Mavericks. As in recent reports in the NBA, it has been reported that the Dallas Mavericks would love to trade for Clint Capela, and they have not given up on potentially trading for the Atlanta Hawks starting center. It's been reported this offseason that Atlanta is willing to move starting center Clint Capela, who averaged 12 points per game and 11 rebounds per game this season with the Atlanta Hawks. And Dallas has been one of those teams that have been trying to trade him, before the draft, and still looks like they're still willing to trade for Clint Capela, and they would love to add him in to be their starting center this season. Let's talk about what a trade for the Atlanta Hawks would look like to land. Let's talk about what a trade would look like for the Dallas Mavericks to land Clint Capela. Here's a deal I think would probably get it done to land Clint Capela in Dallas. Send Tim Hardaway Jr., who averaged 14.5 points per game this season with 3.5 rebounds per game and 2 assists per game with 39% three-point shooting, and actually played a couple years in Atlanta, maybe 2 or 3 seasons, and was drafted to for Atlanta, and actually was really solid in Atlanta when he was there. So he'd be returning to Atlanta. And also send veteran center JaVale McGee, who averaged 4.5 points per game this season with 2.5 rebounds per game, and also averaged a half a block per game, and also a 2025 second-round pick. So I would think Tim Hardaway Jr., JaVale McGee, and a 2025 second-round pick gets a deal done. Dallas gets a big man. They have some decent centers. They have Derek Lively the second, who they drafted with the 12th overall pick. I think he's going to be a stud, but I don't know what kind of impact he'll have in his rookie year. They traded for Richaun Holmes, who I like Richaun Holmes. I don't know if he struggled last year with Sacramento. Who knows if he can be their starting center. They also have Dwight Powell. I don't really like him at the 5. I like him potentially at the 4 for Dallas, but not at the 5. I don't think he's a true starting center. I think he could be, better at the power forward this season. I think that potentially Clint Capela would be a great addition if this trade. There's definitely other ways to get a deal done. Maybe if Tim Hardaway, JaVale McGee, and a 2025 second is not enough, maybe you send Josh Green, who's a really solid player, and Tim Hardaway Jr. with that second-round pick to Atlanta for Capela. Or here's another potential idea. Maybe you send JaVale McGee and Christian Wood via sign and trade to the Hawks for Capela. I don't know if Atlanta would have any interest in Christian Wood, as Christian Wood is a free agent, but Dallas has expressed interest in getting rid of Christian Wood via sign and trade. So, that could be one option, but I doubt that is the option that could get Clint Capela to Dallas. But I think it would be a solid trade for both squads if Hardaway Jr. goes back to Atlanta, and so does JaVale McGee, and that 2025 second-round pick for Clint Capela. You got a Dallas team that has Kyrie at the point, Luke at the 2. I would think Grant Williams at the 3, Dwight Powell at the 4, and Clint Capela at the 5. I don't really know who else would be to start at the 3. Maybe potentially Kyrie at the 1, Seth Curry at the 2, Luke at the 3, Grant Williams at the 4, and Capela at the 5. That could be one option they go with for Dallas, but I would think it'd be the first option I went with if that trade would happen. I think that would be the starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks. Using your thoughts on the potential trade for Dallas and Atlanta. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.